Hey everyone, Tapdawg here with Little Alchemist Helper, and today I am doing my long-awaited villain event video. I do apologize, it's taken me so long. Part of the reason why is I was on my work trip to another country, and I got delayed by that. I'm also, like I told you guys before, in the process of selling my house and moving, so I've got a lot of things going on with that. And then on top of that all, we had a new pack come out in the game, Jungle Pack, so I had to focus my attention on that. So, long story short, I have not had a chance to do too many battles here. As you can see, the portal almost closed, and I finally am at the spot where I'm going to be able to win the villain card. So, figured I would get you guys updated here while I played. So, I've got just two more battles left to do here, so I'll do those now. Again, most of my cards are level 3 or 4. I do have some fused ones as well that you'll see throughout this battle. I did not have too many changes between this deck and the deck that I had when I last showed you guys this account, and that's again partially because I really didn't get to play all that much between the last video and this video, outside of a few battles here and there to be able to get up, obviously, to the level I'm at now. But I'm at the point, and I'm hoping that most of you are at this point too, where it's very easy to beat these bosses now. It's not so much a difficulty. So if you do have a couple of the gold combo cards, you're probably at the spot where most of your cards are level 4 or even some fused now, and you'll be in the same situation I am, where it's not necessarily a challenge, it's just being able to actually get all the wins in the time needed. So I still have not been able to actually finish any of these all the way through tier 30. I do, obviously, on my main accounts, because I have those accounts with me, I can physically walk with them. But this one being stuck on my computer, I'm only able to access it here. I have had some people ask, how do you play the game on a computer? I'm using a program called BlueStacks, but you can use, there's a couple other emulators that work as well. But BlueStacks works so long as you download the correct version. That's the Pi.64 version. And basically it emulates an Android phone. So if you're already playing on an Android device, it'd be very similar experience to that. And that's how I was able to get the little Android card as well, because it's emulating an Android device, so you get that if you play on an Android phone. Outside of that, it is currently not supported by the creators of the game, so if you do run into any issues that are related to the game from the BlueStacks app player, it's on your own to try to figure those out and solve them. Obviously, if you have issues with your game, like you're missing cards or you're flagged, you can still reach out to them for those purposes, but if it's something related to the actual app itself, they are not able to help you with that. They're not going to come alongside and support you or figure that out for you. But, all right, now we've got the villain card. So as I've done previously, I should have left that up, and I'll open it in a little bit. I want to talk about those types of packs, but it's right here. Okay, so occasionally you'll get these limited time bundles that come up that have a silver card in them, a rare boost, and gems. Don't ever purchase these. They're for real money, but they're not worth the value. You obviously get silver cards for free. A upgrade boost is worth 24 dust, and 20 gems you can buy in the store normally. Well, you can't even buy it in the store, but gives you an idea of roughly 50 gems is normally $5, and that pack is $5. So you're getting 30 gems less for an extra 24 dust, basically. I don't think that's worth the price. So if you get the human, the magic, the what any of those, don't buy them. They're not worth it. The only thing you should be really buying, if you're going to be spending the cash, is there's 2 packs that come out at the start of the game called the Advanced Sale Packs. One is the Alien Dino pack, and the other one is the Dr. Frankenstein pack. I think they come out about a week or so after you start playing the game. We have the exact dates in our Discord, but those are the only 2 that are actually worth the money, and the reason why is you get a gold combo card in both of those packs, and I think they're around the same price, $5-10, but you get a guaranteed gold combo card, which is great. And you also get some diamond cards and some boosters, and I don't know all the details, but it's on our Discord. But those are the only two I would personally recommend. I think there's also one gem sale at the beginning of the game too that actually is better than the sales that they offer for gems in the game. All right, so sorry, got distracted there. I am wanting to buy some basic boxes because I'm very close to having 148 dust, but I think a couple more boxes will help me. And yeah, and then I'll show you, upgrade the villain card. I'm currently working on Win. The other problem with being out for a week and some change is I did not really get to research Win, so I'm going to have double stack on research here for a little bit. I am currently researching Wind and Knowledge, Wind and Magic, and Wind and Prehistoric at this moment. Let me go to upgrade, recycle, get those cards here real quick. I think that's going to actually be more than enough. I think it's only 148 that you need, but we shall go over this way, search for villain, there it is, and we'll upgrade this guy to get him to level 4. Again, you want level 4 because that is the level needed to learn all of the diamond combos for your cards. So every card that's in your deck that you're using, that you're playing with, you need to have at least one copy of it be level 4 in that deck. So again, here's my deck currently. I'll sort this alphabetically. I've got one copy of Bear, it's level 4. 3 copies of Chinchilla, one is level 4. I've got 2 copies of Earth, one is Fuse, but the other one's actually level 4 as well. Same thing, Energy, you can see, so on and so forth. So that's the top priority when you first start playing. Get one of your cards of each unique one. So one of the Knights should have been level 4, and the other ones could have been level 1 at the start. And once you've gotten at least one of each card to level 4, that's when you start working on getting them all up, the rest of them to level 4. So you'll notice I'll have some that are 3, some that are 4, some that are 3, some that are 4. But they're all either level 3 or 4. Slowly working to get them all level 4. I'm doing bronze cards first, so I think I've just got Undead left. That's the only one that's not level 4 yet of the bronze cards. Oh, and Poison. And then I'll start working on all of the silver cards to get them level 4. And then you should get 2 of the silver cards to level 5. I'll use Knight as an example. So when it's time to fuse these, I'll fuse 2 of these into one card at the same time. It's personally, I don't recommend leveling 1 to 5. It makes your deck less efficient. Even though you'll have a stronger combo, it makes your deck less consistent, which is worse. So that is my recommendation for you, and it makes your arena AI easier to play against and beat. It's better to have it fused than to have 2 level 5s. I'm going to finish recycling. I might have enough. If I have 27 dust after this, and I think I will for sure, I'll level up the Undead. I think that'll be my next one. I might actually have enough here to level up both of them. Yeah, I'm going to have enough to level up both of them. Oh, something's going on with my audio there, so I'm sorry if you heard some beeping noises. And I need to, okay. I need to put that villain card in my deck 2 before I forget and accidentally recycle it. Again, I use my deck number 2 to recycle the cards, or not to recycle cards, to save cards so they don't show up in the recycle list here. And so that's my to be leveled up deck. Or to keep deck so I don't have it show up in that pile. So that's in there now. If I go back here and recycle, villain is no longer shows up in this list. So yeah, I'll do a couple arena battles as well for you guys to see, give you an idea of where I'm at, my focus. Because I was in another country when the arena season ended, I actually did not get to play the last week of the season, which means I did not get arena season rewards. That's kind of a bummer, but it happens. So I am not ranked yet because I've not played enough battles to rank this week, but this is the week that Tiebreaker is coming back into the shop. So if you are able to get yourself into Masters this week, if you've not been able to previously, so you can get Tiebreaker, that will greatly improve your chances of winning in Arena exponentially. It's also needed. I'm still too far away. My deck is not consistent enough. You need to have a lot of fused cards to get into Masters. Sometimes you can luck out and get in there early, but typically you're needing a deck that is nearly all fused cards to be able to get into Masters. It takes about 6 months to get to that point where you have all fused cards except for your gold combo cards. I am about 3 months in, so I've got another 3 months to go before I get to that point. But we'll play a couple more rounds here. Hopefully get a win for today. And again, I'm still in that yo-yo stage where I might win a couple rounds and then lose a couple rounds and just go back and forth, back and forth. I am trying to find people who I think I could potentially beat. And I've actually been finding if I go for the 30 health person, a lot of times they have a stronger deck, unfortunately, than compared to the person who has the 31 health or the 32 health. I don't know why that is the case, but that's what I've been noticing lately. So again, I'm going back to my defensive strategy there. I don't know if I'll be able to stall out here. I might end up tying, but I am looking for my highest defense card, which I think is going to be that 18-16 combo. I'm just double checking. Yep, okay. So gotta hope for the best. Oh, we lucked out there. We got a win. And that'll give us a little bit more gold and get us a little bit more of a rank, and we get our victory for the day. And now we can see our rank. We're in Diamond 1. In order to get up to Masters 1, you need to get to rank 2473, which seems kind of daunting when I'm at rank 6600. But in terms of star count, I wish you could see that on here, because it's basically somewhere around 150, so I need to double my stars roughly to get into there, which is on a good win streak. You can actually do that fairly easily. I'm normally able to sustain around 130 for my stars. I still can't get up there. I can get up to about Diamond 3, but as this deck continues to improve, continues to get more fused cards, it will be able to make a lot more of those level 5 and level 6 combos. Speaking of, I don't know if I've talked about the difference in how card combinations work, so I can kind of pull that up here and kind of show you guys with an example or two. Hopefully I'll get some good, useful cards. That is not going to help me, so let's redraw. I like to have different cards of varying levels here. Okay, perfect. So, cards, I'm losing my voice. Cards! I've not done research enough on when to use that as the example. Okay, so metal here. Metal is level 5, which you can't tell because it's fused, but when it has the orb there, that means it's fused, and so it's a level 5 card. Typically, when you make a combo, it takes that number of the first card, which is a 5, it takes that number from the second card, which is a 3, and it combines them together. So 5 plus 3 equals 8, and then it divides them by 2 to give you the average, which in this case would be 4. Now, if this had been level 4, 5 plus 4 is 9, it would have been 4.5, and so it would have rounded up, and this would have been a level 5 card. Now, you might be saying, well, why is that one a level 5? Because this one is a result of bronze, and this one can only go up to level 5. A card that has a result that is gold or diamond gets an automatic hidden +1 to its score here. So a 4 and a 3 makes a 3.5. So you would have thought this should be a level 4 combo. But because it's a gold, it gets a +1 hidden boost, so it gets up to level 5. And if I happen to have a fused card that would have comboed with either of these, it would have actually gone up to a level 6. I also have this card here. Again, a 4 and a 4 makes a 5 here because even though they're a level 4, they're a gold result, so they get that extra boost. Same thing over here. A 4 and a 3 should make a 3.5, which means if it's a 4, but because it's a gold combo, you get the +1 boost to it to be level 5. I was going to try to show wind, because wind and metal here make a bronze jet, and so even though it should have been level 6, it would only be level 5 because it's a bronze result, and it can only go up to level 5. So, anywho, that was just the first start of my talk here. Let's continue on. Oh, I'm going to lose very quickly on this. I might get only one more turn. Okay, perfect. Good example here. Okay, so you'll see this metal here is a level 5. This energy is a level 4. So 5 plus 4 makes a 4.5. So this should be a level 5 card, but because it is a gold or a diamond, it gets actually to go up to level 6, which is the highest combo you can make. Same thing if I was to combo metal with bear here instead, it's a diamond combo, so it gets a level 6 combo here. Now if I look, I don't know if I have those combos researched yet. I don't. Let's look at undead. Same idea here, but because neither of these is level 5, this is a 4 and a 4, and this is a 4 and a 4. Their average is 4, but because it's a diamond result, it gets the plus added to it, so it's a level 5 combo result. So, anywho, we're going to go with this one first because that gives us one extra orb up there that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And then also the other benefit is we now get to use this guy. So I'll show you again. Gold result here, so that's why it's 6. Diamond result, that's why it's 6. This one is a gold result, but this is only a level 3. So if this had been a level 4, this would have been up one more. So it's important to look at your combos and know what you've got and how you can manipulate it too, because you don't necessarily need to use 2 level 5s to get a level 6 result. You can use a 5 and a 4. We went from me thinking I was going to lose that to actually winning it. He has like an extra little sprite on him right here. Do you guys see that? He's got an extra little sprite. I might have to let them know so they can edit his card just a tad bit. I saw it moving on my screen. At first I thought it was like a piece of something on there, but it's actually a dot that is a part of the game. How funny is that? All right, I'm going to do one more battle just to kind of show you guys. Let's go against Dillpick here. I'm going to redraw because even though Golem is fused here, that combo he makes with knowledge is not the best. I'd rather see if I can get a gold card. And I did not, so that would have been the better hand, but it's okay. Void and Sword make a good combo. So again, these two would have made an average of 3.5, but because it's a gold result, it goes up to 4.5, which means it actually rounds up to 5. And this is going to be not good for us, but that's okay. I did add my werewolf into this pack, and you'll notice it doesn't combo with a lot of these cards, which means it could create dead hands, but it does combo with all of the gold cards. So it's important to remember that even though I put one in here and it makes strong combos with some of the cards, it doesn't make a combo with every card. It does combo, though, with Werewolf and Wizard, which is a pretty strong one here for a beginning. So if you do put Werewolves in your account, Wizards and Magics are going to be your friend because they both make this combo with it. A fairly strong one, as you can see. And then I should have another wonderful turn there. Ooh, they've got Master's Apprentice. That helped them. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be... I'll use this, but if he plays a high attacking... Okay, we're good. We're actually really good now. We're fairly even, and I think I won because of that, but we'll see. Yep, that's a win. So, on a little bit of a win streak, you'll notice instead of getting 5 for my wins here, I think I'll be at 6 or maybe even 7. Yeah, plus 7. So the more you win in a row, the higher your star count goes for each win, but also the harder your opponents are. So it keeps going that way until you lose and it resets down to 5. But also when you lose, there's a chance you won't lose 5 stars. you could lose as little as 1 star, depending on how long of a win streak you're on. So just something important to keep in mind. So I've gone up from 80 to 93 here, and now I'm in Diamond 2 and at 5,500. I think I started at 6,800, so you can see it does not take a lot of stars to get your rank up here. So even though it looked like I was 2,500 away from getting into Masters, right now, if I look at that same thing, I'm at, about 3,000 away instead of 5,500. So pretty big jumps there with just a few battles. Usually I'm ending in Diamond 2, 3, somewhere in here. Sometimes I end in Diamond 1 if I just haven't had a chance to play all that much. But when I can play, I will play. But yeah, that's kind of how this is looking. In terms of the armory, I did buy a second health because I still have 1,000 here. I'm saving 1,000 because that gives me at least enough to buy Tiebreaker with 400, and then potentially get the first level of Greed whenever that comes back into the shop as well. Like I said, Tiebreaker does come back into the shop at the end of this week, so you have to end this week in Masters or above in order to get Tiebreaker. If you're in Masters next week, it doesn't matter. You have to finish this week in Masters. So hope that helps you guys, gives you a little bit more info on how I'm doing, what's going on here. Again, for you, your top priority for your deck is just to continue working on upgrading your cards, getting them to level 4, and starting to fuse. Hopefully, by the time you get to your last boss of the 10, most of your cards are going to be fused by then, besides obviously your gold cards that are going to stay at level 4 until you get through your second round and you choose if you want to fuse them or you want to keep them unfused. I'll probably talk about how to decide that when we get a couple more gold cards here and continue the series at that point. But yeah, for now, that's all I've got for you. Sorry my voice is acting up, but I do hope you have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you real soon.